Hello, Wednesday cast of Echoes 2021. Welcome to your video for Magic to Do. So Magic to Do is a little bit different from the other videos or other dances that we'll be doing in Echoes, because this one, instead of being pre-recorded and filmed and then put together into a video, this one will be done live with the Thursday cast on the day of the performance. So that means that you're going to be all set up, ready to perform for our first opening number. And then for the rest of the show, you're able to sit back and watch what you have already created in class and over the past few weeks. But this number is going to be done all live. So that means we have to talk a little bit about setup. So in this video, I'll be talking you through setup. So parents or guardians, family members, if you're there, this is a helpful reminder and helpful thing to start thinking about as we prepare for our performance. Setup, then I'll be going through the choreography step by step, and then at the very, very end, I'm going to do the whole thing from the top with the music. So if you've seen this video before, if you know what's going on, feel free to skip ahead to about 3 or 4 minutes to the end of this video so you can just practice along with me and the music so you're ready to perform. So the first thing we need to do is talk about how we're going to have our cameras set and ready. So we are going to be in 2 different frames for this song. However, we can keep our cameras where it is. That just means we're going to change where we are in relation to the camera. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that your video camera is set up in a space where you have a blank wall or a colored background behind you. That can be a curtain, that can be a piece of paper, that can be a blank wall. We'll talk about how we get that to happen in rehearsal. But for now, just pretend that this wall is clear and a solid color. Oops. So the first way that you're going to be set up is you are going to have our arm choreography that we have at the very beginning. That means we are going to be about 4 little steps away from the camera. So I'm here, I take 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I go away. So notice I'm not back here. I'm not all the way back here. I'm fairly close to the camera still. So that when I do my arms, they're closer to the camera than they would be if I were to start all the way back here. So you can barely see. So I'm close enough to the camera. Maybe you can kneel down if you're tall like me. But this way my arms take up almost half of the camera frame, so we really have that, those details. So this is the first thing we're going to be doing, our arm choreography. And then you're going to cover your camera with your thumb. That camera will be covered for a large part of the middle section of the song. And on your cue, you're going to take your thumb off, and you're going to be in full body frame. So that means your camera needs to be set up in a way where there's a blank background behind you. You can be full body, so I can see the top of your head, bottom of your toes, and hands when I hold them out in a V. And so that I can see your arms when you are off screen like this. So make sure your cameras are set up in that way so you can practice. And let's get learning the choreography. So, I'm going to turn my light on. That did no change. Oh well. So you're starting off this show at the very beginning. You're going to have your cameras on and ready to go. Once you hear the music, your cameras will be off at the top of the show. Once you hear the music start, you can have a helper, will be turning on your camera on Zoom. So your camera turns on as soon as you hear the music, but you are hidden. You're hidden away because we want it to be a surprise. Once you hear the music, it's going to be sort of like instruments tuning themselves up, and then the real song is going to start. For that, you wait 2 counts of 8. And once you start to hear the whoos, that you will have already recorded your vocals for that part. But once you start hearing that in the music, that's when your hands start waving as gracefully as can be. So some of you will be on this side. This is the right side. Some of you will be over there on the left side. But the arms stay the same no matter what. So you're off camera. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As if I was painting the walls with my fingertips. After my 2 waves, my hands come out here, and I'm just going to roll my wrists in a circle, like I'm drawing little circles of paint with my fingertips. We're really just finger painting here. I'm going to do 4 of those. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then my hands go into a big jazz hand, like this. My fingers are so spread out and big. As the singer sings, join us, leave your fields to flower. Yeah? Then we take both hands and we beckon forward, like here, come towards us. And we do 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we do 3 painting with our hands. 1, 2, 3. And out. Doodly do. Yeah? So that's join us, come and waste an hour or 2. Doodly do. Then we take our downstage hand, that's the hand that's closest to the camera, and we swing it down. 1, 2. Then our upstage hand, that's the hand that's far away. 3, 4. Then we bring them back. 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we pull them in. Same pattern. Downstage arm first. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we let them go big. 5, 6, 7, 8. And they're big and out. Let's try just that much with the music. I'm going to skip ahead past the tuning section so that we can try it just with the music here. Here we go. So you're hidden away. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Out. And come in. 7, 8. And and then you'll notice without coming into the screen, I shimmered, and then when the singer sings, we've got magic to do, I took my thumb, I brought it in towards the camera, and I covered it. And then I come forward like this. And I'm going to keep my finger covering the camera all the way. I don't want to see any peeking of any parts. I'm going to keep my thumb totally covered on the screen the whole time through the next couple sections of dancing, because the Thursday cast, the soloist will sing, then the Thursday cast will sing. Then there's going to be a dance break. A dance break is a part in the music where there's no vocals, no singing, it's just dancers getting an extra special feature. So after that dance break, so you'll be able to watch people performing from right here. You'll be able to see them in the camera. So once you've seen the soloists, the Thursday cast, and then the dance break, when you hear the vocal, when you don't hear any more singing, you'll know that your cue is coming up next. And your cue happens when the music starts to go very, very steady. Ba, 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 ba. It sounds like this. So not yet here. Here. Ba, 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 ba. So when you hear those ba, 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 that moment, that's when you take your thumb off your camera and you take a couple steps back so you're in your full body frame. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, freeze. And then you're going to start your choreography one more time. And for this, you take a step with your right foot towards the right, and you're going to drag your left leg behind you. Drag, and then you're going to ball change your left foot behind, ball, change, and you're crossing your arms in an X. So it's, we've got magic to do, ball, change, and then a big jumping jack, out, in, and point to the camera. We've got magic to do, just for you. Then you're going to come up real close again. You're going back and forth so much, making sure your full face is in the frame. And you're going to do sparkle fingers really close to the camera. We've got miracle plays to play. Then a starburst with your arms. Parts to perform, like your windshield wiping away the screen. And on hearts to warm, your hands go right up to the camera. And you scooch on back. Hearts to warm. Then you reach out with your right hand, kings. Then reach with your left, things. Then you do another ball change. This time your right foot goes back. Ball, change. And you do a big kick to the side. Kick. That kick can go right about to your hip. And you want to make sure your toe is pointed and your knee is so stretched. Kings and things to take by storm. And then we get to do our fun lighting moment. So for this, we get to do your fancy lighting. That can be, remember, that can be a flashlight and some tissue paper. That can be a sparkly ornament you have held up really close to the camera. Anything that we can have that fills up the whole frame that looks kind of cool. We're going to get to play with that a little bit in rehearsal too. So you have this going on here. As we go along, our magic to do, all of that, and we hold that throughout the ending part until you hear, we go along our way. And on the word way, you start to turn off your cameras. It doesn't have to be right away. Remember, we want a sort of trickle effect, turning off our cameras. So it's going to be, as we go along our way, and then maybe you turn your camera off there. And then once your camera is off, you are set to watch the rest of the show. And you can bring your camera, you can bring your device wherever you would like. So that is that. Let's try the whole thing together with the music. Make sure you have your special effects lighting ready. Make sure you have your 2 spaces set up. And let's do the whole thing. I'm going to start the music from the very beginning so you get a chance to feel what it's going to really feel like in the show. So my camera is off, and then all of a sudden, I'm hidden away, and all of a sudden I hear the music. I turn my camera on. I get ready to start. I hide. I'm hidden and ready. It's that long held note, so it's almost time to count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Join us, leave your fields to flower. Join us, leave your cheese to sour. Join us, come and waste an hour or two. Doodly do, Good. Cover with the thumb. Now, whoops, staying covered, you're going to scooch back. Make sure you're in a comfortable position so you can stay covering the camera this whole time. And here the soloists will come on screen. Battles. Everybody can see. Now we have all of Thursday's cast coming on screen. We're staying hidden this whole time. Now, just the dance break. So the featured dancers are dancing. You hear the music change. 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Just so you come to the camera. Hearts stay warm. Here's a thing. And grab your fancy lighting. Make sure it's covering the screen. As we go along our way, you hear the word way. You turn off your camera, click, and camera is off. And that is magic to do. Good work. Thank you for sticking through this whole video. Great job. And I will see you all in rehearsal. Bye.